This is a hideout building guide for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about building and putting in decorations and all that type of stuff. So, first thing is you got to be able to go to the hideout. You're probably familiar with this already. You're brute forced into learning about the hideout as part of the main story. So the hideout is located right here on the map. You can fast travel there whenever you want. In order to build, the easiest way is just get out in the field. At the bottom, you see the button. You press and hold that in order to improve the hideout. So what you're going to need is you're going to need different resources. You need to have minerals, wood, and crops. Those are going to be the resources that you see when you try to build any of these things. So you see at the bottom, I need 490 crops, 370 wood, 120 minerals, and you need mon, which is money, okay? So in order to get resources, the easiest way to do that, I actually have videos on that. I have a speed running route. You can get 15,000 per hour of your time. 15,000 total per hour of your time stuff. Easiest way to do that is with scouts and smuggling. And so the easiest one is go to Mount Congo, and there's a group of 3 in there. And if you have stables level 2, you can get all 3, and then you can go back to what are these things called? A Kakurega, the one at your base or whatever. And then you can refresh the scouts at 200 mon a piece, and then go out and get more and more and more and more like that. So the Kakurega here, you're forced to build it as part of the main story, so you should have it. And then also later you can upgrade the study to get more scouts, so that you can keep on getting resources faster and faster, and then you can just follow my speedrun route to get the resources and then be able to build everything that you want. Okay, so in the buildings, we have all these different ones. These are the main ones, okay? And when you place things down, you see at the bottom, I'm level 8, and there's some EXP for the next level. If I place this, I'll get some more XP. I'll be on my way to level 9, okay? So putting down buildings will level things up. And now there's a button here. I don't know. It says at the left right now, it says detail. So whatever that is on PC, let me see what it is. I don't know what the hell button that is. Is that backspace or is that enter? I don't know what left, right, like what even. Anyway, it's pushed in the right thumbstick on controller, and it'll show you what you get for different levels as you level this up, with the last one being really amazing, honestly, which stockpiles also reward crafting materials. Anyway, so I'm going to go to the build. So that's leveling up. That's what happens. That's like your reward for getting everything built. So then we're going to go about what's the most important building. So the Hiroma you have no matter what. The stables you start with no matter what. And the stables is down here. You can't move it. It's the only one that's stuck. Well, these two are the ones that can't move at all. And stables you want to upgrade as early as possible to level 2. So you can smuggle more resources so you can get this done faster. Okay. Everything else you can place wherever. And in order, most important things, I would say getting that stable level 2 is the most important upgrade so that you can get your materials faster, so that you can get everything built faster. Then after that, I would say that the study is pretty big because it lets you get those materials even faster with less effort. But also the Kakurega, which I actually had not upgraded to level 3 on accident. The Kakurega is really nice to level up because it creates more fast travel points on the map as you level it up. So let me show you what that looks like. So there's Kakuregas on the map, and those are way better than the one in the hideout because when you fast travel to those, it's just already in the room that you need to refill scouts. So these right here, and leveling it up will make it so there's more and more of those. You got one in Sakai, for example, and they're super nice to be able to have more places to fast travel to. So that's a really, really nice upgrade. So I'd recommend getting at least level 2 of that pretty early. Then, after that, we have the Forge. The Forge, in the early game, it's not really important that much. But later on, you're going to want to level it to level 3. Because level 3, you can get legendary engravings on your weapons. So you can customize your weapons. So that's super nice. The dojo, it's only nice to upgrade if you actually use allies. I'm really bad about only wanting to play as my one character, so I literally just never use my allies. It's just a bad habit. If you're like me, it's not as important. If you're using allies like crazy, it's nice because when you level it up, it makes so your allies have all of their abilities to help you in combat. That can be super, super nice. But if I had to put an order, I'd say stable level 2, and then Kakura level 2, and then study level 3. And then you can get minerals super fast using the routes that I have in other videos. And then you would just probably upgrade the Forge and the Dojo and finish off leveling these things in whatever order after that would be the most important way to do it, in my opinion. Now, down here, there are other things that are nice. There's the Terra, which increases EXP gains by 10%. Although, from my experience, it's not really a big deal. Like, if you actually just play the game and explore, you'll level up fine. Everything scales to your level. And there's more stuff to do than there are levels to get. So it's not a big deal. But if you want it, you can get it. And if you have resources like I do, you just get it anyway. The Jinja, the Praying, gives you all effects of Shrine Boons are increased by 20%. The only issue with this is it lasts 15 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I just can't be bothered to go and do a 20-second praying animation every 15 minutes. I just can't be screwed with that. I literally never use it. And then the Nando, it replenishes scouts. Okay, replenishing scouts in a Kakarega costs 30% less resources. If you are farming lots of resources, it can save you a lot of mon. It's probably saved me thousands by now by having that. And then down here, the tea room and the Zashiki. These will make rations more efficient. These are totally worth it. I don't have them unlocked right now, but you can see at the bottom it says offer support to a Setsu merchant, offer support to a Yamashiro tea master, Yamashiro merchant, Yamato merchant. So you have to go find those people and either do quests or buy them in order to unlock these. But these are the last three that do anything. So these increase ration efficiency, and then this one lets you create and switch between equipment loadouts, which I can't ever see myself using either. The last ones, these are just purely for decoration. And also they also level up your hideout level, so you can get to level 10. So that's everything in there, and that's kind of the importance of it and in what order everything's important. So in order to build, you'll select one. If you have the resources, you'll be able to put it down. You got to find room for it, and then bam, you can place it and back up. So I've got everything placed that I can place. So now let me get into the nitty gritty. So we're assuming, you know how to get minerals and materials and things, hideout resources. You've, got all that under control. Now you're just placing everything. You just want to decorate now, okay? Well, there's the questions. Are you wanting to be decorative, or are you wanting utility, or are you wanting both? Because if you're wanting utility, you have to remember, you spawn in right by the stables when you come here. So you're going to want to put the forge as close to that as you can, ideally. And you can rotate it to put the entrance even facing it if you would like to. Or if, here's good enough, that's also not too far. And then other than that, you might use the Kakarega sometimes, but you're not really going to use it that much. I mean, none of this stuff you're really going to use that much other than the forge, probably. So probably the next two would be the Jinja, the Dojo, then the Kakarega. Those are three you're really going to use. So if you're going utility, then yeah, you're going to want to move these things closer. You're going to want to rotate them to where they're facing the correct way for it and stuff. But that's only if you want to be if you want to be utilitarian, right? Or if you want a combo, you're going to kind of work with this, basically. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. So you'll move things around. Like maybe you could make a city street type of thing here. I'm trying to see which side. I can't tell which side's the entrance. Does it really even matter here? Looks like... I think, look, there's two entrances. So we'll put it here. Okay, and try to line it up with this forge. Or we'll try to make a more narrow street, maybe. No, we'll leave lots of space. So let's say put it here. Sorry, hold on. There. Now, something else you can do to make these fancy is they have these connection points that are white. So let me just move this one out of the way. Let's take a smaller one like the Terra. You see these white dots? Well, these other ones have white dots, and you can connect them like this to make bigger superstructures. So what you can actually do here is I can take this, I can move it, I can rotate it, because only certain sides make sense because of the layout of the building. There's a door there, so it has to be that side that connects. So we could connect these in order to make a superstructure. A Terra and a study, in one. And that's a fun thing that you can do in order to combine your buildings. Let's see if I can get these two. It says they can combine, but then it just won't let them do it, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, so let's make a city street here. Maybe it's because that one's too far back. Let's see if that... No, I don't know what's going on with this. But whatever, we'll just put them like that. And then for the other things, you can go to the build menu. And you can go to these other tabs at the top left. LB, RB, R1, whatever that is on PC, EQ and E. And then you can make paths. You can make lights, trees. You can put in your pets. Okay? And these are all unlocked by a few different things. You can find these in chests. In just random chests. RNG, random drop chance of chests. The chests refresh every season. You can loot the same chests over and over until you get everything. Or you can buy them from merchants. And the other thing is the pets. You unlock these by finding these in the world and literally petting them. Some of you have to sneak up to them in order to pet them. So let's take a cat, for example. The cat we're going to put, I don't know, right by the entrance somewhere. We'll put the cat like, oh my god, that's snapping. We'll put the cat right there. And that actually gives you an achievement, by the way. Okay. So then let's go over to the, let's see, we've got statues and lights, fences and rocks. Set pieces, miscellaneous. Okay, let's take a look at... We got paths. We got gravel, forest. Let's take the gravel path. And then let's... I I don't know, the cat's kind of messing it up, but let's zoom this out. And yeah, let's run this path like this, for example. So these things don't even cost anything to put down. So yeah, you can decorate to your heart's content with all this stuff. I don't know if there's like a limit to how many things you can put down. I assume not. And erase mode, you just press the use the button at the bottom, you switch to erase mode, then you can erase them. And then we're gonna go in here, let's put in a statue. You know, you could just have a statue like every little bit or something. I mean, it's up to your creative design how you want to do it, you know. But that's like the gist of building. And so you can combine all these techniques in order to build your own super city, your own cool hideout, whatever way you want to move these things around. I mean, I could just sit here for 20 minutes talking to you while I build, but we probably don't want to see that in a video. But yeah, so you find these things in the world from chests and things. You buy them from merchants. You go here, you put them down. As far as I'm aware, none of the decorative ones cost anything. And then there's also things when you get these decorative houses. I think there's a way to put the decorations inside of them, like paintings and things maybe, but not 100% on that. But that's pretty much everything you need to know, man. That should cover pretty much everything for making your place decorative. And those are all the like tricks and stuff about it, connecting buildings to make superstructures and just putting decorations down. So hopefully it helps you out, guys. That's everything you need to know for the most part. And now you know how to build your hideout in Assassin's Creed Shadows.